Female would be Nayanthara. We did a film called Saira. I think it was. I really wish we do a film which is more like full-fledged together. Yeah. But I really enjoyed because I think she's so magnetic on screen, and I really enjoyed sharing screen space with her.
I was shooting for Masti, my first film with Induji, and I had taken 42 takes.
Oh God!
Because not that I wasn't happy, he wasn't happy. You dated Abdul Razak?
Babu, of course I did not. Like, that is just like a rumor. It was really funny because I was reading it and I was like, "Ye kya bol rahe ho?"
Tamannaah के अंदर एक संजय लीला बंसाली है.
God. If I really was in a situation and I had to call someone at 3 a.m. from the industry for any kind of help, I think Charan, Kajal,
okay, I love that.
Shruti, and Dhanush. I don't like people when they say it's not my job.
If I would call Salman Khan, he would say, "Bhau, tell me what it is," and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I have so would Abhishek, so would Shah Rukh, and I would be there for them too.
Hello and welcome. I'm Parul Sharma and you're watching Zoom TV. Today's guests are the lead pair of Netflix's Plan A, Plan B. Please join me in welcoming Riteish Deshmukh and Tamannaah Bhatia. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show.
What's up? Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Okay.
Looking forward to this.
So, diving right in, tell me this. What about Plan A, Plan B do you think will make it compatible, wink wink, with the viewers? Like, because there are a multitude of movies in the romantic comedy genre. So what is it that is going to make this movie stand out for the viewers?
I think it's just, see, romantic comedy is a genre, so of course there are going to be many films in that genre. But the fact that you have a divorce lawyer and a matchmaker, fighting it out and then eventually liking each other probably at some point.
Yeah.
But at the same time, imagine a divorce lawyer who has his own baggage that he can't get away with, and a matchmaker who wants to get everyone together but is refusing to find a match for herself.
Yeah.
So that dichotomy is played out really well in a very fun and very humorous urban way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is the USP of the film. But I also feel like in general, I don't know, like we've had, the past 2.5, 3 years has been a little bit of a stressful period for everyone because the pandemic hit everyone. And then I also feel like there's there's a very different variety of content that's on OTT platforms. But I feel like this strangely in terms of, I don't think India has originally created a lot of rom-coms in the past
couple of
years, and especially not for OTT. So I think Netflix was really cool, and they also kind of figured that this is not really happening as much, and I guess they found a great script.
I was gonna say this, it's been a while since we've had like a hearty, good like rom-com which you're like, like Hum Tum Zamana, like that kind of. It's been a while since we've seen something like nice and like no joke but fun. So I like the space that this movie has gone into.
OTT platforms are already, you looked for content that was not available on big screens.
Yeah.
It was dark, it was gritty, it was crime thrillers, horror. But eventually, so much of that content, then, as platforms, you also have to curate to content for other people who are looking for probably a light-hearted.
Absolutely. Oversaturate हो जाता है ना?
हो सकता है. और मैं सोचता हूँ कि चाहे 2 rom-com देखने के बाद फिर आप ड्रामा देखो या थ्रिलर देखो, तो this rom-com I think will fit into that choice when you just want to have a laid-back, fun evening with your partner, your family, and just just your popcorn entertainment, easy watch, nice watch.
Well, I can't wait for everybody to have this show and have this movie and kind of watch it. Tell me something, you guys have worked together before, but not extensively, and I'm sure itni bonding nahi ho pai thi iske pehle. What is something that Tamannaah you learned from Riteish and Riteish you learned from Tamannaah during the shoot of this movie? Like something jo kind of took you by surprise and you were like, oh, she does this. This is something I can learn.
I think aiming for perfection. ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ कि तमन्ना पहले टेक से खुश हुई है.
So I've basically irritated him so much now. He's like,
नहीं यार, इसको हम लोग बेटर कर, वो होती है ना चाह कि बेटर कर सकते हैं या we can do better, or I don't think be it performance or she wants the frame to be perfect.
Sure.
मतलब तमन्ना के अंदर एक संजय लीला बंसाली है.
That's high praise, huh?
That is.
कि बाल भी सही होना चाहिए, आँख का ड्रॉप भी सही टाइम पे आना चाहिए, परफॉर्मेंस भी करेक्ट होनी चाहिए, फ्रेम भी करेक्ट होना चाहिए. ये आप सिर्फ एक्टर को लेकर नहीं हो, पूरा फ्रेम सेट करके शी इज, आई मीन, सी द आइडिया इज व्हेन यू आर इन अ फ्रेम, लाइक यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू द ऑडियंस दैट यू हैव टू बी करेक्ट,
Sure.
विच आई एम नॉट. करेक्ट है, ये सुर जुड़ गया, अभी बाल इधर उधर थोड़ा चलेगा, बट शी इज परफेक्ट. सो देयर सो मच लव.
How many takes are we talking? Average.
कितना?
तमन्ना सिंह पे मेरी पोल मत खोलो ऐसे.
ज्यादा नहीं.
But it's a good thing. He learned that
It's
from me.
great.
Yeah.
मतलब not 15-20.
Listen, this is too much. 15-20 really?
रिहर्सल 15-20 रिहर्सल के बाद 15-20 टिक.
Wow.
सिर्फ.
The question was, what did he learn and what does he love about Tamannaah, huh, guys?
Hey, listen, first of all, perfection is not a thing. I don't think that exists in cinema. I think it's all like we're trying to create a moment that we think is going to connect with people,
Yeah.
essentially. But I do. I think I'm at that phase where I really want to be authentic. But the moment I feel I am not authentic, I kind of button and I'm like, listen, I want to try one more till I feel like I'm doing it
Yeah.
right. But that's about it. Having said that, I have been waiting to collaborate with Riteish on a full-fledged film. Like we paired,
Yeah.
together. I first of all think that he has humor as the most natural thing.
Yeah,
in him, and
impeccable
that's-
comic timing.
I do think he's the best that we have in the industry. I don't think many men or even like, I think it's not easy to do humor. And he's someone who's embodied it like effortlessly, and I see that off camera as well.
Yeah.
But this time around, his character is not innately funny. Actually, he's quite a stuck-up guy in the movie.
Yeah.
But the beauty is that he has added such a beautiful layer of humor, which is not actually even there really. But that's why I can't imagine anyone else having done this film except for Riteish, because I feel like he actually suits the part and he adds a layer of humor, which had it not been there, I don't know how. It could have probably been a bit cut and dry.
Right.
I feel like her first takes are great, but like she said, I want to feel it.
Listen,
So
it's okay. I take takes, yeah. So what? अभी तो digital है,
No,
अभी
no,
तो
no, no.
वो वाला reel भी नहीं है, वो footage वाला.
उसको तो time हो गया.
अरे footage
अभी तो
में
delete करना है उसको.
You know, I'll tell you another funny story. I was shooting for Masti, my first film with Induji, and I had taken 42 takes
Oh God.
because not that I wasn't happy, he wasn't happy. So Induji behind the camera. जल्दी दे दे मेरे दोस्त.
Listen, तभी reel था.
तेरी शादी कोडैक वाले की बेटी से नहीं हो रही है.
I love
कोडैक वाला तेरे को दहेज में रील नहीं दे रहा है. जल्दी कर ले. जल्दी कर ले.
Oh God, I can't
I
imagine.
Yes,
love that.
yeah.
That's so funny. Tell me something, and I really want to know both of your thoughts on this. As actors, do you think the OTT space is making a safe space for actors in terms of like, when movies are released in theaters, there is all that added pressure of like box office numbers and reviews that will then affect the box office numbers. Do you think as actors, it is like a safe space to do OTT more now? Just personally, what do you guys think?
Not really. I feel like, see, at the end, अगर कोई फिल्म अच्छी होती है ना, तो वो या तो थिएटर में रिलीज हो या तो OTT पे रिलीज हो, वो ओपिनियन कहीं ना कहीं बाहर निकल ही जाता है. So I think it's probably better for producers because the environment has been sensitive when it comes to like the pandemic hitting us. It did, you know, there was a phase everyone was indoors and was just watching things on, you know, on online. So then there was no other way to do it as well at that point of time. So that time हम लोग तो बोल रहे थे कि नहीं अच्छा है क्योंकि एटलीस्ट लोग फिल्में देख तो रहे हैं
और काम था
और इंडस्ट्री फंक्शन हो रही थी. So I feel like yes, it's hit the producers the hardest. So I think right now they need to be comfortable and they need to choose for themselves what works for them because essentially this is an expensive art form that we've chosen.
Absolutely.
So I mean there is a math to this and people sometimes don't realize that it's not about actors or it's not about filmmakers but it's actually about producers because they're the ones making these movies and putting on a lot of money and then there are distributors who have an entire profession based on this. So there's so many other things in the dynamic which people don't really get to see because they just think as actors and directors. Like I said, if a film doesn't well, we don't take like extra money after that. You know, unless you have a deal with them
Unless-
of
yeah,
sorts.
yeah.
Unless you're Akshay Kumar.
Exactly.
I was just gonna say.
Unless you're Akshay Kumar, you're not
profit share.
getting that. So then,
Yeah.
I think the aim is for making a good product, whether it is for like a streaming platform or it's a theatrical release, because essentially you're trying to connect with your audiences.
So as an actor, your mental space is not affected whether it's OTT or film, right? It's the same thing.
मैं आज तो बोल रही हूँ कि इनकी reels ही देख लो. Like I feel like हम जब Instagram के लिए एक video बना रहे होते हैं, that time also हमारी जान अटकी हुई होती है कि like यार we want people to get us as, because the narrative is now in our hands.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that we're putting out the most authentic selves, you know. And I think I love how Riteish and Janelia have always just been cool about it, bindas, and I feel like I want to slowly get inspired and do something which is, I need your real blessings.
Riteish, next up, a reel with
Reel
Tam.
Bhava.
Thank you.
What about you? Tell me, as an actor, your space with this.
I just feel that, you know, OTT platforms, you know, people are consuming, you know, eventually it's a like expensive art form, like she's rightfully said, but also it's an art form that needs to reach people, and whatever medium that people are used to, you have to figure out that, right? You cannot say, okay, I'm going to just show you this and people are consuming other stuff on digital. Because of 4G and now 5G coming in, people are going to consume much more than what. Theatres, right? Theatres. In a year, the highest grossing film like Bahubali or Dangal, 5 crore people have watched.
Right.
6 crore. 6 crore in 135 crores. And that too, forget the repeat audience. I'm saying that eventually you need to figure out the art form that needs to reach people. So that's where satellite is, that's where digital. So these are different forms. And also post-pandemic, things have shifted. People want to consume things on television or digital
Just being
medium.
comfortable and
Just be comfortable. People want to go out and watch, but they're choosing. So, so right now we have realized that the box office that has shifted gear. You know what kind of films people want to come out to watch.
To watch, correct.
So you have to make the right decision, and you cannot be saying, "Oh, I'll never be on digital." That's not true. Biggest of stars are coming on digital, and it's a big platform.
That shift happened like a little while back, I think.
Correct. So so you have to. So I just feel that you should, as actors, be open to great opportunities that are coming your way, and choose whatever you know.
Medium.
Whatever works.
Whatever works for you.
Fair enough. Okay, बहुत serious बातें हो गई. Now we're going to do a really fun segment.
Right.
It is the rapid fire segment.
You're on. Let's go.
If acting as a career was your plan A, what would have been your plan B?
My plan B would be farming. I come from a farmer's background. My mother is an actual farmer right now. So I would love to go. I think food is the future.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of food tech that goes into making the kind of food that we need, food for the future. I started Imagine Meats as a plant-based meat company. And it starts from there, and there's a lot of innovation that goes into food technology, and I'm really inspired by the kind of things that are happening in Israel related to food, or Singapore, and I think we can really help do some amazing stuff in India.
I love that. Tamannaah.
If I wasn't an actor, I would have probably become a makeup artist, because I love makeup.
Would you like to do makeup of Tamannaah?
Yeah, I think I know her face really well. I think I do a great job.
Is it a good canvas to work on?
Oh, it's can't even tell you. It's such an honor.
It's a delight. Okay, your 3 a.m. friend from Bollywood.
3 a.m. friend?
Or whatever time you are awake.
From Bollywood?
Yeah, like someone you lean on for support and you'd call.
I think Akshay Kumar is a maximum 7 p.m. friend.
So true.
Because he's sleeping post that.
Yeah.
But Akshay would be yours.
What? 3 a.m.?
3 a.m. friend. Oh,
You'll be waking up at
whichever AM.
Yeah. He's a 4 a.m. friend.
He'll wake up
He's a 4 a.m. friend.
But like, he's who you would go to for like a support phone call or like whatever, like your friend in Bollywood.
No, actually, I have many friends in Bollywood. So if I would call Salman Khan, he would say, "Bhau, tell me what it is." And it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I have so would Abhishek, so would Shah Rukh, and I would be there for them too. So it's not about just putting their names out there, but I think as industry, if anyone would call me at 3 a.m., anyone, I would say, okay, fine, tell me what to do.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah, that is him actually.
What about you?
I think so I basically sleep in the night. I'm not
That's fine,
awake in
whenever
the
you're
night
awake.
kind of person. But if I really was in a situation and I had to call someone at 3 a.m. from the industry for any kind of help, I think Charan, Kajal,
Okay, I love that.
Shruti, and Dhanush. Yeah, there are 4 people I think I can imagine calling, and they would actually
Be there.
Be there. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, wildest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
No, mine is really funny.
Tell na.
Mine was I was dating Abdul Razak.
Oh my God, I read this today.
Like, I think we
He's also married.
You dated Abdul Razak?
Babu, of course I did not. Like, that is just like a rumor. It was really funny because I was reading it and I was like, ये क्या बोल रहे हैं वो बेचारा अपने दुनिया में और मैं यहाँ अपनी दुनिया में उसका मेरा दूर दूर तक connection नहीं है. But I think so just imagine how like this is like people say there's no smoke without fire, but I feel like this is a bloody ghost smoke. This had
Imaginary smoke.
This was an imaginary freaking smoke. The smoke was smoking.
Wow.
I don't
That's
know what the
hilarious
smoke was
though.
doing.
Smoke was smoking.
I don't know what the smoke.
Without any fire whatsoever.
Lovely.
Because I think we attended an event and we were holding jewelry because it was a jewelry store. So we were, you know how when you go to a jewelry store and you attend an event, so you hold jewelry and you post in front of the camera. And some people said you are going to do some wedding shop. What is happening on this planet? I was like, मजाक में Abdul Razak कर
हो
दिया.
गया.
Wow.
Good one, good one. Best co-star you've had till date, male or female, barring each other. So I'm taking that option away from you.
Female, Genelia. I did my first film with her. We did 3 films together and I've directed her in a film. So it's been really special as a co-star.
And you guys are actually like besties, so it must be great.
And male, I think it would be Akshay Kumar.
Yeah.
Because I've done my maximum work with him.
And it's all been hilarious.
Yeah.
What about you?
Female would be Nayanthara. We did a film called Saira. I think it was. I really wish we do a film which is more like full-fledged together.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed because I think she's so magnetic on screen, and I really enjoyed sharing screen space with her. I think, and for men, I think probably Dhanush. Like I think my better performances come out when I'm with him.
Another person I interviewed said the exact same thing about him, like that he makes the best.
Also because he's really like when you act with him, he's mostly he's so real that you can't tell he's saying a dialogue. So I have to understand कि ये short में है कि मतलब ये cut बोल दिया है. So he's like that.
I love it. Your biggest pet peeve on a set when you're shooting?
I don't like people when they say it's not my job. I can't understand that word because I can't tell you, but movies are largely just getting things done.
Yeah.
How you get it done, nobody cares. But getting things done is so important. So when people say मेरा काम नहीं है ना, मेरे को नहीं समझ में आता. Because I think हम सबका काम सब कुछ है when you're on a set.
Yeah. Samina angst is coming out.
Yeah, I feel like that's a total pet peeve. Like
Do you have one, Riteish?
No, I just feel everyone is trying to do their best, but
not everyone.
Not everyone.
I love Tamannaah.
Correct. And that is what I'm trying to tell you. There are some people who are not. They just feel it's just walk and I'm just doing a job and it's okay. It's not okay. Because it's just not you. Everyone is here to do their best. So that is something that's नहीं सब लोग काम कर रहे हैं. तू भी 100% देना अपना. दे दे 100%. No problem.
Fair. Most bizarre reason you've ever been rejected for a role?
Which I'll have to pitch.
Sorry, I didn't get your humor. You've never been rejected for a role.
No. Because see, films have come to me. I have to say yes or no. I have not gone with the film that they say okay.
हाँ ठीक है. मतलब audition नहीं किया अगर तो फिर then fair.
Unfortunately, मैंने कभी audition नहीं किया.
Fair. What about you?
I think no reason is bizarre enough. Essentially, the maker should want you, and if he doesn't for any reason, I think that's fair. उसकी फिल्म है, उसको अच्छा लगना चाहिए. नहीं लग रहा तो फिर नहीं होगा.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take that. Well, thank you so much for joining me, guys.
Thank
Have a great day ahead and good luck to you for everything.
Thank you so much.